Hello everyone, and thanks for hanging out with me. Now I'm gonna do the driving test in the Cupra Born. This is the 62 kilowatt hour battery, 204 horsepower, no boost function yet. This car will come in a few months. And thanks to AVP Autoland in Plattling, they lent me this car for a day. Link in the description below. First, the key looks the same as an ID3, just here is a Cupra, but it has the same function, lock, unlock, and just unlock the trunk. So it's exactly the same thing. I mean, I have my ID3 key here. I can't do it. It's the same thing, just this. But I want to drive a bit. I have the heat on because I just did the charging video test and it was cold. Overall, here you have a different. We'll go through this in a different video. It's a different interface and a different interaction, except for driving, of course. It's the same gear change, same noise, but louder than in the ID3, I think. It's possible. Same light controls, but maybe in a different position. You don't have the buttons underneath here, climate, assist, park, what else, mode. Then you have in the ID3, but you have this button on the screen, and then you have your e-manager where you see your state of charge, you assist, where you can turn off stuff in the driving profile. I put that in performance for now so I can drive a bit. It always goes to comfort mode every time you start the car, doesn't matter where you are. That's annoying. The blinking noise is louder, but we come to that later. And when you're out here, there's even a thing to turn off lane assist very easy, but you have a constant warning in the instrument cluster. But let's drive a bit. I've heard that the Cupra Born should be... Is the steering wheel heater on? Yes, but I don't need it. I heard that the Cupra Born should be more sporty than the ID3, but I don't feel that at all. I drove it yesterday, so suspension wise, I drove it yesterday on the highway and on the country road in corners and everything. It's as comfortable, as stable, as amazing steering, amazing control over the car. It's just great. The seats are awesome. These are the sports seats. ID3 can have them too, but my ID3 doesn't have them. I love those seats. The ID4 had them too, and in the ID4 the headrest was a bit more in front. That was better. But here, the blinking noise is way louder than in my ID3. And I have noticed, I don't know if my ID3 does that too, but if the volume of the infotainment system is high and I press the rear button, it's very loud. So if I turn up the volume here and then turn the rear window button, no, it's very loud. It's horrible. Does mine do that too? I never noticed. Possible. Yeah, so acceleration is the same as in the ID3, 7.3 seconds. It feels good in sport mode. From 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. This car does not have the boost function where you get 160 or even 170 kilowatts for a short time. And then acceleration should be even 1 second faster. But let's pass him here. Whee! Yeah, it feels good. At 130, I don't know if I'm wrong. It is louder in here than in my ID3. I think the wind noise is louder. It has different tires on. I have winter tires 19 inch. These are winter tires 20 inch. The rims are different. But consumption and range is all the same as ID3 with the same battery. It just looks a bit more aggressive. It looks good. Looks really nice. It's nice in here. The armrest, the seating position is amazing as in ID3. The armrests are perfect height, and it's lucky because you cannot adjust the height of this middle console. You can move it forward and backwards, but you cannot adjust the height. But it's perfect for me. I'm 180 centimeters. It just fits me very, very well. The steering is amazing. I love MEB platform steering. They know how it's done. Why does it already started playing? I don't get it. Yeah, this whole thing here with playing or not playing and the moving doesn't always work. So I prefer it more in the ID3. Yeah, the blinker noise. I mean, what is that? Same as the Skoda Enyaq was also very loud blinking noise. The sport seats are awesome. Like I said, you can have them in the ID3 as well. And I like them a lot in the ID4 also. My wife Cindy hates them. It's not good for short people if they have to get into a high car. Maybe because this car is not as high as the ID4, it's better. We'll see. She won't drive in this car, but I will get a press car in 10 days. And then she will drive in that car. Regen, power delivery, all the same. There's almost no difference in the instrument cluster. It's also attached to the steering wheel. Also perfect. What I noticed is that the temperature, outside temperature, is only here in the instrument cluster. And when you charging, you have to have the ignition on to see what the outside temperature is. You cannot see it in the infotainment system screen. You have the same drive data since charging and long term with the same thing. It's underneath, like in the Skoda Enyaq. In the ID3 it's 2 numbers on the left, 2 on the right, and this instant consumption is on top, but who cares? It's fine. You have the same features with set a charge limit and everything, and have reduced charging for AC. Here on the steering wheel you have also your the same functions, and I already noticed that the Hello ID for Volkswagen is here. Hola, hola. No, it doesn't work. Hola, hola. It worked before. Hola. Well, no, it doesn't work. I look like an idiot. But the buttons are the same, but they work in a different way. So if you just slide, nothing changes. You have to press a bit hard and slide. So you have to press down and slide, or slide with a bit more force. Down here, the view button for your infotainment, for your instrument cluster, pressing doesn't do anything. In the ID3 you can press left or right. Here you have to slide. It has to be sliding. Here you don't need that much force. Also a bit more force for sliding. And for the cruise control, you set it, of course, here. And then if you want just 1 kilometer an hour, more or less, you have to press set or resume. With set, it goes 1 down, and with resume, it goes 1 up. If you want 10 kilometers an hour, you have to slide here. And again, you have to press and slide. Just sliding, it doesn't do anything. You have to press a bit, so it has to be a bit more force. You get used to it, it's fine. I prefer it to the Enyaq where you have it on the side. Even though in the Enyaq the 10 kilometers an hour up and down on the cruise control is very nice. You can do it very fast. I like that. Yeah, steering wheel. Again, steering feel is the exact same thing. The steering wheel itself is different and it's better. I love the steering wheel. Up here it's the same as ID3, but here on the side it's a bit perforated, and I love that. It's really nice. What else do we have? I think that's it. In the middle console it's a bit different, but let's do a bit more about driving. Like I said, it feels like the ID3, good power, 204 horsepower rear wheel drive. In this car you can turn the ESC off, so that you should have spinning wheels, for example. And where is it? No, I can't find it. Where was that? Parking assist, mod assist, here, ESC off. And it went out of cruise control, okay. Interesting. But yesterday I was in a parking lot where there was snow, and I tried it. I tried to spin around with it on, and then with it off, I didn't feel any difference. It still did something. It didn't let me turn around and slide. So I think it's just a minimal difference that you can change in there. But let's go a bit faster. Let's go our 130. And I want to go in individual mode, because then I have it set so The ACC is on range. The drive modes in here are range, comfort, performance, and individual. And if you have cruise control in range, then when you speed up, it accelerates very slowly and it also slows down slowly. So it's a very comfortable ride. I do that in my ID3 as well. And at 130, I don't know. I think it's louder. Let's go a bit faster. Turn that off. Full power. Let's go into, where's our driving data? No, driving data, there it was. Yeah, I have to find stuff. Yeah, it always does that too. Since start. It's uphill, and as the ID3 top speed is 160, it's still amazingly stable at 160. Look at that. It feels good. Suspension feels good, you're not moving around, the steering is very precise. It's perfect. 163 is then top speed, which is what you see on the speedometer. Real speed is then 160. Just feels awesome. Even in a bit of a corner, now with damp road, no problem. And that it is louder now with 160, that's fine. Totally fine. Feels good. Totally recommend it. It's a really great car to drive. Whee! It's so weird when you get into the top speed limit and you feel power, and then it slows down very fast, even though you're still flooring it. And downhill I get 164. Woohoo! I want to go that fast because I don't want to bring the car back with a very low state of charge. Yeah, cornering also feels as good as in the ID3. I know I can compare it to ID3, but it is its brother just 14 months later. So ID3 came out in the mid of September 2020, and this in November 2021. And a lot of people were waiting for that. They thought it would be cheaper and better, and it looks better. It's not cheaper, but you get a lot of advantages from ID3 and get a different look. And if you prefer that, go for it. Remember, channel membership, it's totally cool. People supporting me, and they get perks for that. And we have a nice community, and of course merch, as you can see here, the hoodies, t-shirt, and whatever. Also, just to support the channel, I can stay independent, and I want that anyways. Independent rules. Yeah, I will do now a comparison to my ID3, so in detail, park them side by side and everything at the dealer. And I will get a press car in 10 days, so I'll have the car a bit longer than this than this 1 day than I had it now. The press car will have for 8 days or so. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.